Welcome to PA Voter Information Network. This is Larry DeMarco, your host.
I've been with them for a while. I'm on the crisis line. Crisis team member. It's an all-volunteer team where we have a singular number that goes to an app, and it will ring 15 phone numbers, roughly 15 volunteers, 24/7, 365, where if somebody feels they're in crisis or in some type of need, they want to talk about they're overwhelmed with what's going on with the vast issues surrounding this cause, and it does overwhelm people to the point of, drastic measures. They can call this number, it'll ring our numbers, they can text, they can email, contact us in any way.
This is primarily for fathers, right, Mike?
It's for everyone.
Why are people going through the divorce court system in crisis?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of reasons. Basically, in a nutshell, I would say they're overwhelmed. They're in a lot of them even this morning. Example, a young father. I believe he's got an 8-month-old baby. Young father. He's in the beginning stages of this, completely overwhelmed. His American dream, his dream of the world around it, is being shattered. Sometimes within minutes, overnight. 1 minute he's a dad, husband, everything's fine. The next minute. Sometimes literally within a minute, within a day, he's on the out. He's being betrayed by those he loves the most. The system itself is betraying him. There's injustices. He's not able to deal with it. He's never dealt with anything on that level before. His children are literally being ripped from his arms. He's being blamed for it. He's being made to pay for it. He tries to get justice, explain the story. Shut up, sit down, pay this, pay that.
A judge in a courtroom saying.
Yeah, or everybody in general. He tries to tell his story to friends, family, society in general. They're not getting it. Why don't you just comply? Or you must have done something wrong. You're to blame. They don't get it. Good luck. We'll say a prayer. See it. They don't want it. If you're not directly affected by it, including this guy. I remember, it was just a couple hours ago I was talking to him. I said, I talked to him about an hour on the phone. And I said, would you have been listening to me a year ago before your baby was born? He said, nah. But now, he'll listen to somebody like me. This is no conspiracy theory. We have a crisis line now. I'm an old guy. My kids are aged out of the system. Personally, nothing in it for me, too late for me. But for the most part, I'm an old guy talking to a younger guy, young father, he's got a baby, he's just getting into the system. He's like, he thinks nobody understands. Hey, my ex did this, my lawyer said that, the judge this, the caseworker that, the police, the friends, the family, everybody, So I listened to him for a little while, and he's so used to nobody understanding. He's been dealing with this for a few months, maybe a year. Well, I get it. Sometimes they're so overwhelmed, so confused, so angry, depressed, homicidal, suicidal. They have so much love. Their reputations are being destroyed. Their children are being ripped from them. They're grieving the loss of living children. And it's not like anybody's patting them on the back and saying they're there, as if their children and their entire family, reputation, career, everything went down in a plane crash. No, on the other hand, as a matter of fact, he's being treated worse than a criminal by the system itself and by society, including friends and family. The vast majority of them haven't done anything that even close that rises to the level of deserving this type of treatment. Period. And even if they did, and if they're involved in the state, in the system, have they gone through proper due process? And has the state fulfilled their burden of proof, of proving that this parent is unfit in order to interfere in any way, shape, or form on their inalienable, fundamental, natural, constitutional parental rights? No, absolutely not. And even if the state did find a parent unfit, I'm all for that. If they go through proper due process, if they have compelling interest and strict scrutiny guidelines approve that, I'm all for it. You know, that's the system we have set up, and if they follow that, then and only then is a system, you know, they're supposed to produce a timely written order that's the least intrusive on parental rights.
But the people that you're talking about, have they been given due process when something bad happens to them?
In no way, shape, or form. And yet, especially the ones in the beginning stages of it, they still think that the due process is happening. Oh, they'll tell me, but I'm doing everything right. I'm complying with the system. I've gone through this program, that program. My lawyer or lawyers are doing this, but I'm sinking quicker, you know, deeper into the quicksand. And it's getting worse and worse as time goes on, and I don't understand. Why am I'm broke, I've lost my job, I've lost my reputation, my kids are being alienated against me. There's so many things. 2 a.m. in the morning or something, they call one of us, or I answer the phone, you know, hello, sometimes I don't even feel like it. I'm not feeling so great myself, okay? I gotta answer that phone. I gotta find out what is going on. This guy is in a bad situation or leading up to a bad situation. So I want to talk to these guys, and I want to give them some glimmer of hope, because they're telling me there's no hope, there's nothing, nobody understands the system, the court, nobody will do anything. So where that hope comes from is any way I can possibly get it, a common way that they feel so helpless, so there's no guarantees, but I'll give them some help in the form of, you know, you do have rights.
PA Voter Information Network. It's a game changer.